Now on the Valley today, a fun time at the world's most famous bike rally turns tragic for two people from North Dakota. We'll tell you what police discovered just ahead this Thursday morning.
And an attempted rape with the suspected attacker still on the loose has one community on edge.
And an increase in the clouds today with a chance of some strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have the details coming up.
Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is the Valley Today.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this Thursday morning. It's now 6 o'clock. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedeau. New this morning, a North Dakota couple has died of carbon monoxide poisoning while camping during the Sturgis motorcycle rally in South Dakota.
Police identify the victims as 55-year-old Daniel Baker of Arnegard and 58-year-old Donna Kutsia of Turtle Lake. Authorities discovered the bodies inside an enclosed trailer at a campground on Monday. Also new this morning, at least one person is dead after a head-on crash in Douglas County, Minnesota. The State Patrol says the driver crossed the center line along Highway 29 around 4 yesterday afternoon and hit a van coming from the other direction. Both vehicles rolled into the ditch.
Troopers say the driver of the vehicle that crossed the line was injured and the death or deaths happened in the other car. Those victims are two women from Alexandria, but details won't be released until later today.
6:02, let's get a check of our storm team forecast on this Thursday morning.
And we have some rain already into portions of our viewing area, and we're watching for the possibility of severe weather going through this afternoon. Temperatures under the clouds we're going to get today staying cool for this time of year once again, with highs into the Fargo area into the mid-70s, but cooler as you make your way outside of the valley. Best chance of seeing some showers and thunderstorms into the late afternoon to early evening. Let's take a look at where it is raining as of right now. First off, most of us are dry. We do have some shower activity that is just about to get into the Maddock area and points off to the south and get into Eddy and Foster County over the next couple of hours. And we have some rumbles of thunder with this, but it looks like it's going to be mainly a rain event with some light to moderate intensity rainfall. Temperatures around the region where they have more clouds into the Devil's Lake Basin, into the lower 60s, otherwise mid to upper 50s as that wind is from a southerly direction at 5 to 15 miles per hour. We're going to keep that southerly wind going through the day today. Temperatures not really going very far into the mid 70s up and down the valley and into the upper 60s and lower 70s outside the valley. And taking a look at that extended forecast, now most of us staying dry for the day tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, and we do have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms again on Saturday, a high of 75 degrees, and then mostly sunny Sunday and Monday as temperatures warm up into the low to mid 80s. There's your weather. Let's check in with Devin Fry right now with today's traffic on the move.
Good morning, Justin. Happy Thursday, Red River Valley. We're going to go and check onto I-29 this morning. Now, that shoulder work that was shutting down lanes on the south side of the interstate earlier this week, that has been moved to the north end, heading out of town towards Grand Forks. We're going to go ahead and turn onto the interstate now. Now, we're here around the 12th Avenue turnoff, and it starts to funnel down into two lanes from here, and then further on by 19th Avenue, it goes all the way down to one lane until you're out of town heading towards Forks. Now, this is how it was set up last night, and anyone who went through there last night while traffic was at its highest point knows how much of a delay it could pile up this morning, heading out of town. Overall traffic flow this morning is however, I-94
Sorry about that. We're having some audio problems with our traffic report, but we'll be checking in with Devin again here in about 10 minutes. A Minnesota neighborhood is on high alert after police confirm they're investigating an attempted rape. Authorities say the public is not in danger, but people disagree.
They say they're taking action to protect their young daughters and granddaughters. Joshua Peguero has our story.
Karen Thompson says she's angry that an attempted rape happened on her property.
I carry mace with me all the time. I have my permit to carry, and I wouldn't want to resort to a gun, but I feel well protected where I'm at here. But I am concerned because I have grandchildren.
Most people found out about the incident after a Facebook post on a group page. We made several calls to police about it, but it took us driving to Bemidji to get details. According to police, they got a call at around 5 in the morning Sunday of an attempted rape at the intersection of Roosevelt and Donald. Thompson showed us the area where it happened.
In these bushes here, he came up from behind her with his hand and covered her eyes. They struggled. He broke her zipper.
Mary Smoot lives a few houses down in that neighborhood and says she's concerned for her young daughter and her friends.
We used to let them ride their bikes just for fun, and now we can't even let them do that. This guy is getting brave enough that he's possibly going to start picking other times of the day to do it.
Police say they don't know if the suspect is still in Bemidji, but that's not reassuring to one woman who lives in the neighborhood where the alleged incident happened. She's a friend of the victim and didn't want to be identified because she doesn't feel safe.
As a Native American woman, you know, there's a lot of Native American women that go missing and are never found, and it just seems like no one's really doing anything about it.
She tells us her friend was out that early Sunday because she walks to and from work.
She's really shooken up. She seems traumatized, definitely.
People say they have reported other similar incidents in the last few months, but police have not yet gotten back to us to confirm those reports.
You're going to notice some security changes when you go to the Minnesota State Fair this year, in part because of recent mass shootings at public events. Police are assigning more officers, adding more security cameras, and bolstering gate security.
That's in addition to bag checks and strict no weapons, fireworks, or alcohol policies. All vehicles that enter the fairgrounds will also be inspected thoroughly. The Minnesota State Fair opens August 22nd. Is another bridge needed to connect Grand Forks with East Grand Forks? Growth in the south end of both of those cities has led to talk of one being built.
Community members met last night to talk about possible locations for an inner-city bridge. And although most agree that something needs to be done to minimize traffic, it seems like they can't come to an agreement on where that new bridge should go.
Think about a bridge, you think about all the traffic that's going to be coming back and forth, and with small children in the future, just think, that has a reason for concern for me personally.
City officials say they are going to continue their study to find a location for that bridge. They say if they don't start something soon, they could face major problems down the road.
We all know that Woodstock was filled with great music and some wonderful performances. So to celebrate its 50th anniversary, the Blue Stem Amphitheater is putting on their own musical festival.
And that's where we find the Valley Today's Abby Furchner live from the stage at the Blue Stem. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Lisa and Jordan. Everybody knows Woodstock. It is such an iconic name and it's such an iconic event. And so the Blue Stem Amphitheater is going to have their own to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Woodstock. And I'm here with Merrill Pepcorn and his band member, Smokey. And you're going to be performing for us. But first, Merrill, I want to just ask, why did you decide to bring Woodstock to Fargo?
Well, it was just one of those flashes, one of those brainstorms, and I was riding my bike down the street, and I just recently heard that, the 50th anniversary of Woodstock is coming up next year. This was a year ago. We've been planning this for over a year. And so I immediately went to Jade Presents, and everybody at Jade, great company, good people over there, they said, yep, let's do it. So we got together to do this show, and we've sold a lot of tickets already, and there's still some available. But I got a hold of some of my musician friends. People started hearing about it, calling me and wanting to be part of the show. And it just kind of took off on its own, took a life of its own, and we're ready for the big show tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 days. It's going to be tomorrow evening, and then all day on Saturday you can come and hear some of the great music that was played at Woodstock and by local musicians. And so we're going to have all that information up on valleynewslive.com where you can get your tickets, because you're going to want to come out and hear it. We got a little preview earlier, but now we're going to get a preview from both of you. So what are you going to perform? Let's ask that first.
Woodstock was a combination. It was there mostly the heavy acid rock, the big bands, but there were some folk singers sprinkled in there too. Joan Baez, Arlo Guthrie, and John Sebastian showed up, and Smokey's going to do a John Sebastian set. I'm going to play some harmonica with him this morning.
Okay, let's hear it.
Why must every generation think that folks are square? 'Cause no matter where their heads are, They know moms ain't there. Well, I swore when I was small.
I don't want it to stop.
that
I also don't want this to stop. And also, I mean, I know these songs all have a message, but this tune and his voice, it's very calming, very nice on this Thursday morning.
I love the harmonica too.
determined.
We'll check in with Abby at the Blue Stem again here shortly. Police and store owners are hearing the complaints and brainstorming for ways to keep downtown Fargo safe. That story is coming up on the Valley today.
And later, you'll get to hear part of the hoax hostage phone call that someone made to local police. But first, what can people expect for your Thursday forecast? Justin Fanfarelli will be in with a check of it right after this.